Carly Driscoll and Monica Burchett, helping heroes. These two Bettendorf women have made it their mission to help people who've fallen on hard times.
If I know what this is like to go through a hardship, I don't want someone else to have to go through that.
They saw a need here in the Quad Cities for support for many people who may not qualify for most forms of assistance.
Let's say you have a crisis come up in your life, but you don't have a bank account full of money to pay for being off work for 6 weeks.
Together, they started a nonprofit called Project 1512.
Project 1512 comes from the Gospel of John 15:12, to love one another as I have loved you.
For the last 6 years, the organization has demonstrated that love by providing $250,000 of financial help to those in need. Lucina Hodges, House of Love founder.
I want the atmosphere to be really comfortable for the kids.
This Davenport native is taking a stand, saying it's her calling to help those affected by domestic violence, especially children.
They can be heard here, You may not be able to be at home, but you can be heard here.
She turned her own life of turmoil into triumph with 4 degrees and a commitment to the organization she started, Kina's House of Love.
The ones that are going through it right now, I'm here, to tell you it's going to be okay.
Brittany Berry, adoption fundraiser. This Iowa mom was able to adopt her daughter because of the generosity of a family member.
Just to say thank you, it just didn't seem like enough.
Now she's helping give others the gift of family.
We came up with this idea of let's have an end of the summer sale and give all of that money to another family who's adopting.
Brittany transformed her garage into the Adopted Closet, a thrift store with all proceeds aimed at paying the kindness forward, and the donations started pouring in.
It was like a flood. The community rallied around us, and we would go outside and there would be boxes and bags of clothing, or people would call us and have us go pick stuff up.
That one gift of kindness, now creating 9 new families in Iowa.
To give that feel of family to somebody else, no words can describe that. It's amazing.
Kevin Walsh, volunteer first responder. A grandfather of 5, Kevin Bus 7 is multiplying good in the generations of community members he's driven as Cambridge School's head bus driver.
I've got kids that I used to drive 15, 20 years ago that have kids now that I am driving. So yeah, it makes me feel old, but it's neat.
Kevin Bus 7 is also an on-call volunteer driver for Cambridge Fire and Ambulance Service.
I don't actually have a whole lot of medical training. I can do CPR and stuff, but I'm just a go-fast driver.
So what drives him?
I wanted to help out. They need people. We still need people and everything, and I wanted to help.
Anissa Quinn, caregiver and crime fighter. This Davenport mom devotes her time to caring for her son, Arthur Abbey, who has debilitating injuries after being shot 5 times.
That was the most devastating news I ever had. That was the most hardest thing I ever had to deal with.
Yet she's leading a call for change, hosting rallies and walks the past 3 years, raising awareness and pleading to stop the violence.
The faded ones are people that died through gun violence. My son and a friend of his represent that they're still here. Got younger kids, 14 died. It's just all sad.
She wants to help others. Let's put the guns down.
Abigail Johnson, veteran tech tutor. This Davenport High School sophomore dedicates her time to teaching veterans tech skills. Her grandfather, Mike Lake, a Vietnam veteran, now disabled.
And a self-proclaimed tech illiterate. So I originally started helping him with technology.
And then it grew as members of the American Legion showed Abigail that other veterans could use help with this too. So Abigail set up shop at the American Legion Post in Bluegrass, Iowa.
The fact that I had the possibility to help them, I decided that here would be the perfect place to start.
I've learned a lot of things about the passwords and the importance of them, different navigations.
Tessa Cavey, food bank facilitator.
How are you, buddy?
Pastor Cavey helps feed hundreds of people in need every week. She leads a group of volunteers who make the trek from Wheatland, Iowa to Davenport to pick up food for the St. Paul's UCC Food Bank.
We serve Kelmis, Wheatland, Dixon, Big Rock. Is she in there? But if you come here, I'm not going to deny you. I never deny anybody food. Everybody's entitled to food.
When the program started in 2019, the food bank would distribute 200 pounds of food a week. Now it's more than 2,000 pounds of food every week. An operation that big takes many and provides a valuable life lesson.
I hope that they learned it is better to give than to receive. And I hope that instills in their hearts. Because I know that's one thing to say. It's one thing to say, but it's one thing to feel. And to feel that is an awesome thing.